So you've spent decades in education, behavioral science, and cultural literacy. What
Mhm.
originally called you into the work of teaching and helping people just learn?
Well, I think part of why I love teaching this is going to be a strange answer, but it's because I had a hard time learning myself. And
Uh,
originally, I remember struggling to learn how to read. I remember struggling to understand what's going on. And finally, I figured out how to break things into smaller pieces.
mhm.
And I was like, I want to help everyone do this because it felt so great to like give other people confidence. And when
Yes.
it felt so, down, like I know what it's like to not be able to learn very well. So
Mm.
I
Wow.
do it.
Powerful. Because you've taught in Compton. I think that's the mostly black city there in the LA area during the Rodney King era. I think most people remember that. But it was also around the time of the O.J. Simpson trial, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. And there was a lot of civil
Oh,
unrest in Los Angeles. How did that experience kind of change the way you viewed America, leadership, and education?
that's a great question. Teaching in Compton during the Rodney King era changed my life forever.
Hmm.
I came from a wealthy, almost entirely white school. I knew
Hmm.
inequality existed, but and I had gone to school for multiculturalism, but in the day a long time
Mhm.
ago, and but they didn't really have what they have now, and so I had never witnessed this level of abandonment and segregation and normalized
Hmm.
suffering. I mean, I had these; they were my first babies. These were beautiful little children living in
Yes.
conditions that, like, most people had never heard of. I was 23, and
Wow.
these were my babies, and I had 40 students in my first classroom. No aides.
Wow.
We were in constant lockdowns from shooting in the neighborhood. There was
Mhm.
nine shootings in the neighborhood approximately each year,
Wow.
where we'd have code yellows. I mean, and most of my kids thought this was normal. They didn't know that other children had safer neighborhoods and newer schools and
Hmm.
books and libraries and resources and smaller
Wow.
and my kids would. I told them that there are places where there are no gangs in the United States, and they laughed their head off at me.
Yeah.
Like,
So why did you go to Compton instead of Beverly Hills? Like what?
well,
How did that happen?
I went there. In all honesty, I went there because I really needed a job, and nobody wanted to work there, and they
Wow.
were taking people without credentials. And
Hmm.
I was like, I'll work there. I didn't. I mean, I was like, I was 23. I didn't know what I didn't
Yes.
know what I was doing. I was like, I'll teach the kids, and so it was
Yes.
quite a learning experience. It forced me to confront the
Hmm.
massive gap between the America a lot of people imagine and the
Yes.
American communities that what they actually experience every
Yes.
single day. So it wasn't theory anymore. It
Yes.
was wow. Like I could study that all I wanted, but once I was there, I started to question everything. Leader